but everyone was just on this.
That's literally impossible, right?
I'm in. Like, tell me what's next.
I heard what you have to say, and I am choosing not to listen. I've got that
had
dog in me.
Yeah, you got that dog in you, ready to go at all times. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Gals on the Go podcast. I'm Danielle.
I'm Brooke. We're so happy to be here today.
You guys are in for the full recap. We have so much to catch up on.
I know, because we recorded the last episode a lot happens in a week and a half. I guess that's really
lot
what it is.
happens. We actually purposely were like, we were going to record last week, and we're like, you said you were like, we'll have more to talk about even then. Like,
yeah, because it's a pretty current time update too.
You're pretty locked in with us.
Locked in.
You're locked in. So yeah, how are you doing?
I am doing well. I'm
Ears are out.
Yes. Oh, if you're watching on YouTube or just anywhere, this is my first time. I've worn my hair up.
Yeah,
like,
you have.
Of course.
But it's like slicked to the gods today.
Yes, I have my ears out, and I'm feeling good. And now I want to start exploring hair up styles. Do you have any recommendations for me?
Oh my gosh! I mean, this one looks amazing.
You know what? Like a little bit, not crazy. Like I need beginner hair.
Yeah, you should do like the messy updo. I mean, I don't know how to do that on my own. Honestly, I need to learn.
It looks phenomenal on everybody.
Yeah.
The like Delaney Childs or whatever. Yes.
There's so many tutorials. We should like both try and like see if we could do it.
I'm down. Okay. Well, we have some trips coming up, so
that's what I'm saying. We could like in the girls' room vibes, like just try and figure it out. We could help each other. Girlhood.
I just don't have the patience to like sit and figure out new hairstyles, and like I get frustrated. I don't know how to braid. Like I could do a basic braid, but not
same.
anything more elevated than that. Yeah.
When bobby pins are involved, that's when I get nervous.
Mm-hmm. I feel like there's two types. Like there's the girls who like can do, maybe they were cheerleaders. They can do the double Dutch braid, like any type of hairstyle. And then there's like the girls who are like ponytail's elevated for me, and that's me.
No, literally, I remember in camp there was always the few girls that knew how to, and you like went in a line. It's like, oh, she's gonna French braid my hair now.
You're like, pretty please.
Yes. It was, and she like loved it though. I swear, like those girls, I need to know what those girls are up to now. Like I feel like they're doing baller things.
Yeah, they're definitely in charge of something.
Yes.
They have an important role in like whatever.
No, literally, I'm telling you, like I think about those braid girls often. They're just so great.
I know. But did your mom just never teach you how to braid?
She taught me how to do like the 3 strands.
Same. Yeah, I think that it's the type of thing that it's
if your mom
or an older
down.
sister, like that. I feel like that's a sister bonding thing. It's like we did each other's hair. Like
that's so true. Oh my God, speaking of something that I thought was so funny, our friend Isabel, I was with her on a trip last week, and she was like, "You're just so chill," and I really think it's because you have a brother. I was like, I love that you think I'm chill.
That's an interesting correlation, but I know. I'll take it, I guess.
I was like, I can't wait to tell Brooke this. Like, I don't know, that just made me think of it when you said that.
I have heard that girls who have sisters, they'll say that they're more direct and more like mean. Not mean, but like, I guess direct would be the word. Like,
maybe,
versus, because like sister, like I think you could be a little bit more like your hair looks like shit, like versus like you would never say that to a friend,
But like my brother would for sure say that to me.
I know, that's what I think too.
I don't think she means like in that. I think she just means like I don't even know what she means. It really got me thinking.
You're cool with boys.
No, we were not with any boys. So I don't really know. We were literally sitting on the ski lift, and she was just like, "Yeah, you're so chill. I feel like it's because you have a brother." I'm like, the fact that you think I'm chill, like, please tell my friends and family that.
We actually have been called chill sometimes. You're definitely more chill than me.
Oh, I'm definitely. But you're chiller than me in other situations. Like, when it comes to like planning, actually, you do plan though. Like, you really do.
Yeah.
Like, you'll be like, okay, is this planned yet? I'm like, oh shit, like, yeah,
some things.
But with other things, you're like, yeah, fuck it. And I'm like, wait, no, we need to know.
Yeah, I feel like socially too, I could be more chill.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm like, oh, we're going to a concert. Like, sure, whatever. Like, I can be more like that. And I feel like you are like,
wait, that wasn't in the schedule.
I'm not wearing my concert shoes. I'm not
exactly. That's the difference. That's why we're friends. That's why we balance
each other out. But I think in the scheme of life, like, there are way more. I mean, I don't know if high maintenance and chill are the same. Like, I definitely consider myself like a higher maintenance person, but I think I can have some chill.
I don't know. I'm going to have to follow up with her on this.
Yes.
But it goes back to the whole, like, if you had sisters versus if you have brothers. I really do think you're built different. If you have a sister and a brother, you're so perfect because you have a little bit of both, I feel. But I really do feel like people, like, I feel like some of my friends that have sisters, they're really dependent on, like, like they love their sister and like need to be with their sister all the time. Whereas we have brothers like, I don't like.
I know, Mike, I haven't talked to him in like 2 weeks, but like we pick right back up where we left off. Yeah.
I don't know, it's just different. Like I see like Acquired Style and I called her Acquired Style. Bridget, I love you.
Their relationship makes me want to have twin girls. Like,
no, I know.
I'm like, this is such a special bond.
It's so special. Like she literally, her sister leaves for work and then they talk on the phone on her way to work.
I know. It's like another boyfriend, I guess, but even more so.
And they both have boyfriends.
Yeah.
It's so impressive.
Yeah,
honestly.
they're really besties for the rest.
Yeah, I mean, when you're in the womb together, I guess that'll do it.
I guess. I mean, I know some twins that are like not that, like they're close, but not like that level of close, I guess, where they like, or I know some people who are just siblings in general, and some people are like, oh, I love living with my sister. Some people are like, I could never live with my sister.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
So I guess that varies. And birth order is a whole thing too.
We love to talk about birth order. When we meet people, we're like, so are you the oldest? Because we're both the oldest sibling, and it just hits.
You could learn a lot about someone that way.
Yeah, you really can.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we have like so much to talk about. Should we like rewind, or should we do Fave and Rec?
Yeah, let's do Fave and Rec, and then we'll do.
Yeah, I'm like, let me not get ahead of myself.
And then we'll get into like literally everything that we've been in chronological order.
Yeah, a little timeline, if you will.
Sure.
Okay, let's do some things we're loving.
What are we loving? I'm loving my facial steamer. Do you have a facial steamer?
I do.
Like, I don't use it for the skincare. Like, I feel like I got a little congested this week, which is weird because I feel like I got over being sick, and then I like.
You have been really in the ringer this
through
year.
It. I don't know what's been happening.
Oh my
God. Because I wasn't
God.
sick for so long, so I think that's why. And I fell off. I wasn't taking my wellness pills.
Yep.
Now I'm back on them.
Pills. Yep.
They're just so big. These damn like it's like a mega vitamin.
And when you burp with them, they're like.
Stop! I don't even want to like.
You haven't gotten there.
Just swallowing it is just already such a challenge.
Put your neck down, as my dad says.
I need to try. I've actually
you really do
never
because
tried.
I hate when it feels stuck in your throat.
Oh. Yeah, no. But I like the facial steamer actually, like, and I do it sort of, you can get anyone from Amazon. Like, I don't really think it matters what the brand is. I've had mine, I feel like, since like college, maybe even like a really long time. You just put a little water in it and it steams. It's supposed to also be really good. You know, it's similar to like how your pores open up like in the shower and stuff because of the hot. But I just like doing it like around my nose. I feel like it helps like lessen the congestion.
Oh, I always use it when I'm sick. That's kind of only when I use it.
Yeah, so I've been whipping that out, and it just is a good part of the wellness routine. I'm like, wow, this is so underrated.
Yeah, you can just sit there on your phone or not on your phone and meditate if you're more wellness than I am.
And it's like multi-purpose because it is like it's skin, it's health, it's whatever.
And when your skin's feeling dry.
Oh, you're so right. Yeah, and then you load up with the products after, or you could put a mask on, just do it all up.
Yeah, or you could like sit there and like wash your face like with cleanser while you're, because it's so. You're inspiring me. I think I might use it tonight. Pull
It's
that
very
dusty thing
like
out.
facial coated. Like they do.
Definitely.
I mean, they literally use that when you get a facial. So you're like, wow, this must be pretty good for you then. If they're.
It's so funny you say that because I got a facial last week and I can't breathe though because they like have it so much on you and then they're asking you questions. I'm like, yeah. Anyway, I'm like breathing to the side. You know what I mean? Because those are powerful.
Yeah.
I'm like, when is this gonna end?
Yeah, I don't really get facials like a lot, but I feel like I generally like try to pretend like I'm sleeping, but like you're clearly not.
Yeah, that's so true. I'm like the opposite. I like have to talk because I like hate laying there with my eyes closed. We're just so different that way.
But in a massage, can you relax?
I try, but sometimes I'm like, can we talk? Probably their worst nightmare.
It depends on the day for me. Like if it's like we were vibing, but if it's just like, so where are you from? I'm like, ooh,
oh yeah, no. It has to be like about like more so like, oh, you're tight here. I'm like, oh yeah. Like I just want to like just little checkpoints.
Gotcha.
Like I just like to talk. I just like to know they're there. Same with like lash lift and tint. Like I'm getting a lash lift tomorrow. I'm thinking about like when your eyes are closed, like a lot of people just sleep, but you cannot open your eyes. Have you ever got one?
Yeah.
Yeah. You like can't open your eyes or you're screwed. You go blind. I don't know. Something will happen. I don't really know. Probably not, but like there's chemicals.
Yeah.
And so even if she gets up to like go grab something, she's like, okay, I'm just walking over here because I don't know. It's so vulnerable.
It is. Well, you're like, oh my God, did she pass out? Like I have to open my eyes then if she's.
Yeah, you literally, you're like, I just need some verbal
support. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I do get that though. When I did lash extensions for a very, very brief period of time. And that, you're sitting there so vulnerable. You're like,
that
oh my gosh.
Really.
Yeah. I don't really I try to cut down as many things as I can. I'm like, okay, what can I do at home?
My mom asked me this question and now I want to ask you. She was like, out of all of your like beauty routines, appointments you do, like what's the one that you were like, I have to keep? Nails. I can tell you mine. Oh, nails.
100%. I've always had my nails done since college. That was literally always my thing. I don't know why I went to college and I decided I'm going to be a nail person now. Like when I had my job, I was getting my nails. Like
so you would do nails over like blowout? I said blowouts.
Oh
I'm
my
obsessed.
God. Yeah. I mean, I definitely think they make my hair look good, but it's not like I could DIY.
Because I thought spray tans was like I could self tan.
I self tan. Yeah, I could.
God,
wow.
but a blowout like
So you would go bare nails before you would.
I would just paint my own. Yeah.
It's botched.
No,
like,
I mean,
so
since
bad.
we go to Mickey now, I mean, like, but I feel like I could do
And press on nails are pretty good.
True, press on nails. I don't know, it just makes you think. You guys should let us know because it was my mom was like.
Different things for different people. I mean, some people do their own eyebrows and stuff, you know? I'm probably due to go.
It's also hard though. I asked her, I was like, what do you mean though? Like hair highlighting? Because that's not as often as like your nails or like, you know what I mean? There's different genres here. But it gets you thinking. I would not have guessed that for you. I don't know what I would have guessed for you though. Because hair, you're so good at it. When's the last time
you see me with my...
Oh, I really thought blowout too. I thought you were on my...
Really?
boat. Yeah.
I don't really have a spot particularly like near me. So
the dry bar closed.
Yeah. So
I walked past that dry bar. I can't believe.
It's a pot shop. The Lower East Side dry bar. One day I like looked it up to make an appointment and it was like permanently closed. Walked past it. It's like sativa, indica. But they did not change it from the dry bar aesthetic. So it still looks like dry bar. And
I
it's
saw
like,
that.
yeah,
the mirrors and everything. Yes. But they have like products next to the lamps. I'm like, you guys could have changed it up a little. I just want to go in. We should go in one time just to like shop and just see what they did with the place. Because they have curtains when I was walking through, but I saw the mirrors still. Like the dry bar mirrors.
Yeah, they still have the white and like the pops of yellow. It's still, if you look from the outside, it's on Ludlow and the Lower East Side. It's the funniest thing. So you're like, is that a dry bar or a cannabis shop?
I couldn't believe it because you had told me, but I didn't get a good look. So yeah, no, that makes sense. Like I live so close to a dry bar and it's
addicting. Yeah.
It's addicting. So, that's so interesting.
Yeah, and that's also the dangerous game of once you start getting something done, you're like, ooh, this is really nice, you know?
Yeah.
Like I feel like that was the thing with everything in my life. I was like, oh, I don't need to get a spray tan. I can self tan. And then you get the spray tan, you're like, this is amazing. Or like,
exactly.
I don't need a facial. Like that's ridiculous and so expensive. You get a facial, you're like, okay, my skin's amazing. So,
yeah. You like pick your battles. Oh, I have to say too, I got the Jergens firm stuff. Yes. You've talked about it on the podcast, right?
Yes, I did it last night, but I kind of botched my hands a little.
Oh, I mean, always me too, like my wrists and stuff.
That's okay.
I have to say thank you so much because it doesn't smell like self-tan at all. Like,
at
all. The next morning, like this morning when I woke up, I could smell it, but like applying it smells like a nice body lotion. And it's nice. It feels like good upkeep. Like I feel like I'll bring it on our trip. That's perfect.
Yes, to maintain.
Mm-hmm. Like it definitely like I've been using the Tan Luxe Express water, but then like that over top every day. So thank you. I just want to commend Brooke on her favorite.
Thank you. I think I found it from TikTok. I feel like I found it from someone else.
Well, and we like used it when we were younger. It's just almost like forgot about this stuff.
Mm-hmm. We got to bring back.
It's inexpensive. We love it.
I know.
Like why not?
Yeah. And especially if they've improved the scent. That was like the big con.
Scent, yeah.
Yeah, if we can reformulate, like, I mean, we should be improving. Every product should be like, getting better and like.
I know. No, I like it. And it says firming on it, so I'm like, I'm firming. Like, it just feels like.
I feel that too. But do you ever think about that? Like the Brazilian, like the cream or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Like, and they're like, it's firming. For so long, I was gaslighting myself. I was like, I'm tighter. But I'm like, that's literally impossible, right? Like,
I think it just gives like a look. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, who knows?
Like, how is it literally making my skin tighter to my bones? Like,
no,
that doesn't even make sense.
It's like, yeah, I'm tighter, baby. Like, we're rocking it.
What are you thinking?
Wow, that was such a tangent. I loved it. My Lexi hair extensions, I don't have them in today. I finally gotten better at putting them in myself because for a while, it was more so my hair was like a super blunt cut. So when you put in hair extensions with a blunt cut, you could just obviously see where your hair is and where the fake hair is. But it's recently just been like adding, like I feel like if my outfit's kind of just more plain, I don't know, it just like has been adding. So sometimes I'll just put in the clip-in extensions. I have the seamless clip-ins. I forget which length I got, but I've also gotten them cut a little bit and like layered. We literally did that at the live show.
Yeah, Mads is backstage.
Yeah, backstage. We were like, we should have done this not the day of the show. But now they're great, so thanks, Mads.
That's great.
But
now
it's so fun. Yeah, I only wear them when my hair's curly though because I feel like you can blend the extensions better. I'm still not good at like doing a straight hair, but it just adds some boost of confidence. So
do you clip them in and then style?
Yeah, I clip them in sections and then style with the Dyson Airwrap and just like curl them together.
Yeah.
And it just gives a little confidence boost. Speaking of beauty routines and all things. That. Yeah.
Yeah, Mads tried to get my mom to get extensions because like my mom has some
sew-in ones or clip-ins?
I couldn't. I think
weren't sure.
It was a little, at first it was like permanent, and then my mom was like, no, and then she was like, clip in, and my mom was still like, no. Like she has the thickest hair in the back, but she has some breakage in the front from like lighter pieces. Just very like
just in the front.
It's just uneven. It looks like a mullet almost. It's like, wow, she has so much hair in the back, but then the front, it's like a little broken.
Gotcha.
Like, yeah.
So maybe, I haven't noticed that.
Though. No, but it's just very. She has really, really thick, like coarse hair. So Matt's like, maybe you can add some. And I was like, I don't know about that, but
yeah.
It's just because she was like too much work. Like it's too much additional step. Yes.
If you know you're not going to do it, it's so not worth it.
That's what she was saying. Because Mads was like, it's so easy. Before you go on TV, you could clip them in. And my mom was like, I'm not going to do that though.
Yeah, unless she like went to her blowout girl. But don't her blowouts last for like days? Like she doesn't want to sleep in the clip. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, no.
So you got to be real with yourself.
Yeah, no.
Okay, rec of the week.
I'm about to finish this book. It's like one of my favorite authors. So it's called Bye Baby by Carola Lovering. She wrote why can't I think of it? It became a Hulu show.
The All Wise.
Yes.
I know what you're talking about. Fires Everywhere? Little Fires Everywhere?
No. Sorry. Let me look it up.
Wait,
Tell Me Lies.
Tell Me Lies.
And she wrote other two books that I liked, Can't Look Away and Too Good to Be True. And I was like, I'm going to book something. Someone messaged me like, Carola Lovering put out a new book. I love them.
God, yay.
They're like thrillers, but they're not like thrillers in the sense of like, and someone died. Like it's not, it's more just like, you're like, okay, this person's like kind of fucked up. Like, let's find out why. And it's in New York. I just like the way she writes.
I love a New York set book.
Yeah, I like it. I think she's a great author if you are familiar with her books. I feel like I get comfy with an author, and then I'm like, I'm in.
Me with Frida McFadden, right?
Well, I think a lot of people are.
Yeah, I feel like she's good for like my demographic of people that like kind of read on trips and then try to read at home. But
they're like quick enough that it's not like, oh, gotta,
Yeah, it's motivating because when they're so long, it's just I'm not motivated at all.
I think my next book journey might be.
I know what you're gonna say.
Harry Potter.
Oh,
is that what you were expecting?
No, I thought you were gonna say. Well, now I'm wondering did you read the ACOTAR series? No,
I read the first two,
and you didn't love it, right?
I thought it was fine.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna like try and go back to Delaney's reading the Harry Potter series right now.
We discussed this actually.
Okay, great.
She told me a little bit because there's this girl I follow on TikTok who is like reading it, and I was like, I have seen the movies at this point, but apparently the books are so much better. Never read them.
And you'll forget like things that happen in the movie.
But that's a commitment. Like,
no, she's been struggling. I don't think she's finished. Did she tell you? I think she's like read some like tandem books because I learned this. I was with Keaton and she tandem reads. Is this a term? Or
what does that mean? What does that mean?
Like if she's reading like some big book, Crescent City.
Yeah.
She's like, it's so long, so I have to tandem read, blah, blah. I'm like, you're adorable.
I actually don't like doing that, but I
would
think
really
it works
confuse me.
for some people. It's not even confusing. It's just like I need to kind of be progressive. I've tried that, or people go nonfiction and a fiction. Like
it's impressive.
I got one brain.
I got my mind's on one girl. On one lad.
Yeah, I'm a one guy gal.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. No, that's really exciting for you. I mean, it would make like the next time you go to Universal Studios and everything more exciting. Like I love Harry Potter World and like the music. And
did you ever read the books as a kid?
No, I just read the first like 3 and then I just gave up.
I feel like it's a core childhood memory for many of our generation where they're like, oh, I read the first few with my mom and then I read them on my own or whatever. And
you definitely could do it. You read so much and like you like that genre already. I feel like you really could.
Yeah.
I'm interested. Exciting. You have to keep us posted on your
it's
journey.
A consideration.
It's a consideration.
Because let me know if any of you guys have done it in adulthood. Everyone says like I haven't had anyone say like, it's not worth it. Like most people are like, duh.
Yeah. Like you're not going to regret it. Yeah. It's just going to take a while.
Yeah.
But you're going on like some trips soon where you can read and like.
Yeah. I'll just be like on a cruise and I'll be like in the wizarding world.
I guess like maybe you want a beach read.
No,
or at night. Yeah. I don't know. That's true. Yeah. You're like, sorry, BRB, I'm in the wizarding world. Hi, Mexico, but that's funny.
What about you?
My rec is it's always music. Ariana Grande's new album, Eternal Sunshine.
Yeah.
So great. One thing I love about her music is, I don't know, I feel like we've talked about this like certain times in my life. I think about like her other albums. So I'm trying to listen to a lot because I hope I just think about this time of life.
Oh, that's sweet.
You know me.
I kind of feel that way too with her albums, actually.
Right? Why?
Because she only puts them out every few.
They're very few and far between. And I also like that I feel like her music style really hasn't changed. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion, but in my, like, it's just good, upbeat, like, woo. I mean, some are more slow than the others, but I've been really enjoying it. Just like when you don't know what to put on, it's like a good middle ground. I feel like I was at the doctor's today and they were literally playing this album.
Oh, wow.
I was like, I like it here. It was my first time. And I was like, okay,
You're
vibes
a
are
cool
good.
doctor.
I know. I always love when that happens. It was like a ton of girls. It was just like a vibe. They were probably like, let's listen to the new album.
My doctors, they play like News 12. Like
no,
the
that's
Long
what I'm
Island
used to.
News,
Yeah.
And like, all right, and 3 people died today. And you're like, great.
And I'm at the doctor.
And now can you take my pulse?
No,
Like,
exactly. So it was
horrible.
Nice. No, it was definitely really
that's
nice.
great. I'm happy that you. How did you find this doctor, if you don't mind me asking?
Margot Lee went like a year ago. I went to get like a skin check or whatever. I never did. I grew up in Florida, and you were telling me you're like, you should definitely do it. It's good to do.
They don't really tell you to do it though. I will say.
No one tells you. She was like, She was like, why? She was like, you don't really have any freckles or moles. I was like, I don't know. I just wanted to make sure.
Because your primary care, I feel like, is supposed to tell you to go, but mine never really did either. And then I feel like on social media, people say to go, so you're like, oh, I didn't even know I like qualified.
No, adulting's.
It's so confusing because no one and like the healthcare system. I feel like no one tells you anything. You have to extract
Just
it all
fine.
for yourself. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
Definitely.
That was my day today. Was referrals again, and that's a whole day. I literally have to set aside a whole day. Like I'm like for calling.
Oh my God.
It's just for anything besides my general doctors. Like if I want to go, I have to get a referral like for my insurance. And it's very low cost after that, but
you
just
have a good
securing the
insurance,
referral though is so much. Like I can't just go to.
No, it stresses me out for you based off of all. I only hear about this from you, and it sounds terrible.
Yeah, it's really tough. If anybody else has insurance like this, yeah. And then they'll be like, we called your insurance company and they said this. I'm like, okay, let me call the insurance company.
Yeah.
Let me call the doctor. Oh, you got to call your primary. Call my primary. Oh, you need an appointment. Oh, I have an appointment in 2 weeks.
Oh my
Back and
God.
forth. Yeah, I know. I'm the manager of my own life. With
Yeah,
all of these
you're like,
appointments.
I am figuring. It's like, and it's like not even enjoyable things that I don't know what these are for, but it's not enjoyable things. So it's like, I don't even want to do this. Can you make it as easy as possible?
Yep.
That's why I liked my appointment today. It was I was literally in there in 15 minutes. She just made me feel so good, playing Ariana Grande, and then you're out of there.
Great.
But then you think, oh my God, I paid so much money for that. Well, I don't really know. They have to check with my insurance, but like it makes you think. Because I'm still under my parents' insurance.
Oh, yeah.
For like another little bit.
Yes. You honestly should
Very
get
thankful.
all of your appointments in that time.
No, you're so
because
right.
It takes go everywhere that you could possibly qualify to
You're
go.
so right.
If you can.
No, I should. You know me. I just hate going to the doctor. One thing about me, I make going to the doctor my personality. Like, I will Snapchat all my friends. Like, I Snapchatted you.
Yeah, you're like, by the way, I'm at the doctor.
Yeah. And then I'm like, by the way, guys, everything's good. Like, I don't know why, but I can't go to the gyno, the dentist, like anything without making sure everyone knows that. On like not on Instagram, but on Snapchat. I don't know why.
You want everyone to be in the know. Yeah. Will you tell your mom or just your friends?
Oh, no, yeah. I told my mom, I told my dad.
Yeah.
And, and then my dad's like, asked him about spray tans because he's like so worried. And she was like, there's no studies that are saying like spray tans are so terrible for you. So I was like, hey, Dad, there you go. Getting it all in.
I feel like the spray tan's got to be better for you than the actual sun. The sun is like the worst.
No, I know. She was like, no, I mean, you put makeup on your face. Like,
yeah.
Like, true. But it was nice to like calm my dad down in that sense. So, multi-beneficial trip.
I follow a ophthalmologist, not an optometrist, like contacts and stuff, like ophthalmologist, like an actual eye doctor on TikTok. And she is like anti-eye makeup. And that makes me think too, because she doesn't like, because I guess it's like a lot of things.
No, I would, when I'm putting eyeliner in my tight wild eye, I'm like, this is close to the eyeball.
I think about that a lot. Yeah. I mean, I still did. I fully did like a pink
I was
smoky
going
eye
to say,
today.
No, but it just makes you think for like a quick second.
I heard what you have to say, and I am choosing not to listen. That's basically what I'm saying.
Wait, before we get into the chronological things, can we just briefly talk about Who the Fuck Did I Marry?
Oh, so you watched the whole thing?
I was trying to finish before today, but it's hard.
Did you watch on 2x speed?
Yeah, 1.5.
Okay.
2 was like a little too fast for me, which is surprising. This woman, Risa Tisa, oh my God, I'm on part 44.
No, you're deep.
And keep in mind, that's what she always says in the stories too, 10 minutes long each. I started on Thursday night, and now it's Monday, and I'm on part 44. And I'm obsessed. I listened to it like as a podcast. The only thing that's about it is you can't like do other things on your phone.
Because you're on TikTok and it's a video, so it has to be. Yeah. She should have made it I wonder if she could release it as a podcast.
Well, everyone, the comments are
or
like.
Or a YouTube video even or something.
Yeah. She has a playlist, so I do play it on the playlist, so it goes back and forth. Basically, if you guys don't know what this is, because I didn't, and Brooke was like, you're so late to the game. I was like, I know, like this has been going on for like.
It's a month late.
Over a month. Yeah, when I read the comments, they're all from like February 19th. And I'm like, hey, but there's some people who's just joining now. This woman, Risa Tisa, basically the title of her series is called Who the Fuck fuck did I marry? I thought it was like a dating show. I didn't understand. I didn't watch it. I clicked on the first one. It's just her like in her car talking, and it's just the chronological order of her meeting this guy on a dating app, then moving in together, you know, the course of their relationship and like the crazy lies he told and like how believable they were at the time and now like to now. So I haven't gotten to the very end. But like she was apparently just on Tamron Hall the other day.
She's been doing the news circuit. I did see that.
Yeah, she is just such a good storyteller. So did you watch any of them or you said you watched there's a summary?
I watched the first one and then I was like, all right, like I'm interested but not like so interested. And then it just came on my feed. This girl did a summary of it. And I mean,
if I would have saw that, I would have watched it too.
And it was like I have patience, but that's a lot.
I get it. You know what it was? Keaton was like, everyone at the dinner table was talking about it. And I'm just like, I want
you feel
on
FOMO.
The fun. I felt FOMO. And yeah, so I highly suggest it if you have time. It's amazing. I like look forward to doing laundry because I'm like, I'll play a couple Risa Tisas. And it's just so interesting. But the way she tells stories, it's like she uses the phrases like, keep in mind, or at this point, like it just keeps you so in it. She's such a good storyteller. And I just had to just talk about it.
I feel like big things are coming. I saw that she signed to some agency and that, she did a lot of press around it.
She deserves
did something
the world.
with like The Cut. Like, yeah, she's been getting like big press out of this.
Because it also is such a good message to young women, like, you know, like to watch out for something like this in a partner because he was like narcissistic. He was totally lying. He was totally screwing her over. And at the time she thought, you know, like the things he was lying to her and you like objected to believe someone at first. You think you're going to believe them.
Yes.
And it's just like good to keep in mind when you're dating. So it was a good message.
Yeah.
And
I saw that it was like a lot of red flags. It was like something about like it was basically they gave all the highlights. It was like that he asked to move in after 2 weeks or something, and they met, and he had two different names. Like, it was like there were some things from the beginning.
No, the craziest things were, and she would like literally imitate the phone calls. I was obsessed. She'd be like, "This was him on the phone." He would say, "Oh, I'm on the phone with my brother," and like there just never was a brother. Like, and he would be on the phone with him every day, and she's like, "Who the fuck was he on the phone with?" Like, it's just.
And I heard that the family thought that she had a kid. They were like, how's the kid? And she's like, I don't have a kid.
She's like, I literally don't have a child. Like, it's just so crazy. It all sounds so silly, but like the way she tells the story, you're like, I'm in. Like, tell me what's next, Risa Tisa. Like,
I'm so glad that social media is a thing now, that people have like a platform that they could share stuff like that. Because if this happened 50 years ago, it would just be like her telling her friends and they'd be like, girl, you're crazy. Like,
and the fact that she has us all so tapped in. Like, I didn't even look at my For You page the last few days because I'm just going to TikTok to watch her. When normally, like, we're scrolling, we're tapping. So, yeah, I just had to shout that out because that was so interesting. And I just need to talk to everyone about this series.
Love it.
Love it, yeah.
Okay. Risa Tisa.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content to time. All in one place, all on your terms. We love Squarespace here at Gals in the Go. Our website, galsinthegopodcast.com. That's thanks to Squarespace. We absolutely love it. It's so easy to use, and there's so many different things that you can utilize for your personal brand. You can have an online store so you can sell your products on there. You can use insights and analytics to grow your business. You can also put videos on there and have your own video platform. There are seriously so many things, like an email campaign. It's actually amazing. So head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/gals to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Okay. Ketchup and mustard.
Yeah, after we recorded last time, then we went to a basketball game together. We both got
Brooke's best day ever.
My favorite day ever. I really was so excited for this damn basketball game. I was so excited. We're like, wow, we're going to a basketball game. We both get a +1. We got to bring our boyfriends.
I know. We went to the Brooklyn Nets game. It was sick.
The Barclays Center. We got to be in a suite. They were like, hey, we're going to go down to the court for the practice before. We took some great photos. And we enjoyed. We were like having our snacks, whatever.
Yeah, and the biggest thing was, when we get to go to the Crown Club after, which is, we found out that the restaurant, like, you can, I think, make reservations for, but it's like kind of confusing. But basically, you get a reservation there if you buy like a $20,000 courtside ticket. So we were like, okay, this is our chance. You were the one who were like, because at first I wasn't sure if we were going to do it. That day was Ryan and I's 5-year anniversary.
What a way to spend the anniversary.
And we were like, we wanted to. We were like, this is so fun. It was Tissot. Ryan literally has a Tissot watch and loves it. So like, this is perfect. Then we'll go to dinner after. And Brooke was like, I think you should come with us to the Crown Club dinner. And I'm so glad you convinced us.
Yeah, no, because I saw the video that someone did. It was
Yeah.
like the $20,000 seat experience, and
That'll get you.
Yeah, and it was like this amazing dinner and like a room full of candy, and you could take whatever you want.
Literally your dream.
Yeah, and the dinner.
And they serve carbone food.
Yes, it's major food group.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like this is, and it was like a nice restaurant. Like it was
It
giving.
was so
yeah.
nice. Velvet everything, like red drapes. Like it was sexy in there.
Yeah, definitely a vibe.
Yeah.
I think you can make a roast. I looked because I have to
can.
redeem myself now. So but you have to go to a concert that if you don't want to pay $20,000 for a seat,
So you just have to like go to something there.
you have to go. It's only open for certain concerts because I
Okay.
tried because I'm going
'Cause
to
I asked the
Usher
guy.
in the fall. So I was like, can
Could you go
can I
to
go to the Crown Club?
would
But it's
be
not
so-
open yet. But I think that it will
I'm sure you'll
eventually
be able
open.
to. That would be so fun.
I know.
That
So-
makes sense because it's literally in the Barclays Center. So if there's nothing that night, I feel like that wouldn't make sense.
Yes.
Or if you don't have a ticket
yeah,
to
'cause I think
whatever
it's like
that is.
tied to the game or something.
Yeah.
Or the concert or what.
Oh, I'm
you know,
glad. Well,
experience.
so yeah. So
On my way to the game, I started experiencing some stomach cramps, or what I thought just seemingly were like just normal period cramps. I haven't got my period in a minute, so it's
Yeah.
like, all right, time. It's here. I
It's
was like,
time.
oh, okay, no worries. Got a little cramp, and we like sat down. I was like, wow, that's pretty bad, but it's fine. I'll have some popcorn. I'll try to like fight through it, And then I like tried to go to the bathroom, like couldn't really go to the bathroom. I was like, what's happening? Like my stomach just felt like weird, like intense cramps though, not just like regular, like, we
Yeah.
all know I know what my period cramps feel like. I
Yeah.
feel like this was like times 10. So I was like, something's up, but I didn't want to make it a
you were
big deal.
being so chill. Like I had no idea. I literally thought you were just
Wow.
cramping.
I just wasn't as talkative as I normally am. I feel like I was kind of just
Definitely not.
Existing.
But I really
Yeah.
like you were. It was
thanks.
very.
I was having an inner battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because also a lot of times I guess you were in the bathroom too. So
Yeah, and then I just kept going to the bathroom, kept
Yeah.
going to the bathroom, and then when I wasn't, and I was like, okay, what's happening? But like I didn't actually have to go. I actually had to throw up. Went to the bathroom, threw up a ton, just kept throwing up, not to be graphic. And somehow I stayed, like, because I was like, oh, we didn't stay, the dinner didn't start yet. We were like about
Yeah.
to go downstairs to the dinner. I was like, I have to make it to this dinner. I thought I would feel better. Did not feel better.
I know, like when you don't have your appetite, that's the worst.
And then I was like started to feel like actually severely
getting, like,
unwell.
sweats and, like,
yeah,
feeling
I was like,
funk.
no, I'm sick. Like at first I was like, oh, I must have my
Yeah.
sour stomach or something. Then I was like, no, I'm like sick.
I
Something's
thought
wrong.
it was sour stomach for sure, just based off everything you're saying. Because you like had some snack, you were eating some popcorn,
Yeah.
like, all the things. Yeah, and then it was so sweet. They gave us a table, the four of us.
I
It was
know.
so beautiful. And we got like custom jerseys and everything.
It was literally one of the nicest events I've ever been to.
I
Like,
just
it
felt
was so nice.
I felt so bad because they gave us like the spicy rigatoni, like the carbon. Me, Ben, and Ryan could not have been more annoying. We're like, oh my God. And Brooke is just sitting there like, yeah. Like you were trying to be so chill. I'm like, I'm so sorry, Brooke, but this is the best thing I've ever tasted.
No. And it was my favorite Caesar salad. I literally love
Oh,
that Caesar
really?
salad so much.
Oh.
Yes, with the big croutons.
It looked good.
Oh, the best food ever. I was so excited for it all week. I was like, oh, I can't wait.
And then
No, and I was just saying there. I went to the bathroom. I was like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
And Ben obviously was like, I'm gonna go with you.
Yeah.
Went back to his apartment. Like it was getting out of there. It was like a challenge. Like I was like,
Really?
oh my gosh, like hunched over, like crawling out. Basically,
I just
no,
can
it was
picture
so
it.
bad, Danielle. It was so bad. Like waiting for the Uber. I was like, Ben,
And was
where's
it
the
still
Uber?
raining? And
Yeah,
everything? Oh,
no, it
God.
was so. I
Get
have
her
like
out of
trauma
there.
at the Barclays Center.
Oh
like
my God.
getting
Brooke
me-
at Barclays.
Went home, slept for like 15 hours. Then I somehow managed to get myself from Brooklyn back to Manhattan. The next day, I slept literally the entire day. I've never slept more in my life. Like I
No, I
just
knew you
nap
were
during the
down.
day, sleep at night.
Wow.
So I think it was undiagnosed, but I think that's norovirus.
Yep. I think. And it's been like going through the East Coast
Yes,
apparently.
I know, because every symptom was lining up. It was like chills, like low grade fever, like all of
Yeah.
these things. I was like, all right, that's everything that I had, and it was 24 to 48 hours. But luckily, none of you guys seemed to.
I can't. I
don't
literally
know.
was like, Ryan, how are you feeling? Like, we're for sure. But then when you said Ben was fine, I'm like, then if Ben's fine, I've got to be fine.
It could be that one of you guys like, didn't have it and gave it to me, or I don't know.
Didn't have it and gave it to you.
Like, you could have had it but not had symptoms or anything, like pass the sickness on. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's a thing, right?
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
No, I don't think that's true.
But
I don't
no,
know.
I'm like,
or I could have
how
gotten
could
it.
I be
I think about
immune?
that every time I go to a workout class. I'm like, this is like a breeding ground for disease because
I
it's just
always think
sweat.
about that.
And
I
oh
hate
my,
thinking about
someone
that.
like flicked their hair back the other day, and like I got it like all over me. I was like, this is so disgusting, but I'm sure that I do it to other people too. So what do we do?
I know. I don't know. You
go home and
just have
shower.
Yeah, well, you go home and shower and you wash your hands and you do all the things, but it's tough.
Yes. Oh, and that was the other thing. So, I've been so on my hand sanitizer kick.
Oh, I'm sure.
I have been, just obsessed with the touchline hand. Like, the sanitizer is my personality at this point.
It should be. It's good.
Norovirus isn't killed by hand sanitizer. You have to wash your hands. So, now I'm addicted to washing my hands. That's my new thing.
How is that any different?
There's something about it. It was
That's hysterical.
I did some
You're
reading.
Like, great.
I
I've been
did,
drying my hands out. Like,
and I've been so I do it after everything. Before every meal, I'm like, everybody spray your hands. And
oh my gosh. How did you find this out? Someone
I
told
did
you?
a whole TikTok. Then I started saying it's like, every norovirus is going around, and like it was really going around end of February. So, and that's like kind of when I had it. So I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, March 2nd. Yeah.
So it was a really tough 48 whatever hours, and luckily I only threw up once though, because I do like but I feel like you throw up when you're hungover.
I do
though.
now. I used to have a fear of it. Now I'm like, I have to be okay.
Yeah.
With it.
Well, then I ended up on like entomophobia TikTok with like the fear of throwing up. I feel so bad for these people. It is like so crippling.
Because you're like scared. Like I used to have that as a kid. Like I literally was like, no, I would like push it down.
Yeah, and just the way that they live, like because you're scared of throwing up, like you're scared of like getting sick essentially then too. Like it's a whole like layered mindset, and oh my God, I just was like, wow, this is so deep. So anyways, I ended up being okay. But that was a
You got a good picture though. When you posted, I was like, slay.
No, everyone's like, you would never know that you were so sick.
No, you looked so good. I'm glad you got to experience most. I mean, you stayed for the whole game. I now like knowing how bad you were feeling, like it's so impressive. So thanks for making it such
No, I think it was like hitting me in that moment though. I feel like it was like taking over my body. It was like
no, literally. Speaking of workout classes, you did your SoulCycle class. I need to hear all about it.
Or so we're just doing my catch up?
Oh, sorry. No, you're right.
Okay.
We'll go back chronological.
Yeah, because I'm
just like I have like all these things written down and they're not chronological. You're right. You guys we'll get to that too.
Well, then you had a nice series of days, and what was it? Was it like there was like a Sunday in there that was like the most beautiful day ever. Everyone was like,
so
it was the most beautiful day. I'm like, I slept that entire day.
Yeah,
like,
that day
it
was
a
so
forgotten
unreal.
Day.
The only thing I have to say from that day, it was so beautiful. Ryan and I like walked to Bubby's. We saw our favorite Jeremy Allen White.
I did see that.
Yeah, I was like, I don't deserve to like see him.
But just
honestly.
got eyes on him.
Yeah, we didn't like. I would never say.
Who's
anything.
he with?
His mom, it looked like, or a maternal figure of sorts. But it was so crazy. Like Ryan does not know pop culture. He does not recognize. And he goes, "Is that the guy from The Bear?" So casually, he's like, "Is that the guy from The Bear?" And I look up, I go, "That is 100% Jeremy Allen White." He was like, "Yeah."
Did you watch anyone stop him on the street or no? He was
no one stopped him.
Wow.
It was in like Tribeca, and I feel like Tribeca is just where you see the celebrities and everyone like no one bothers them. He had a beanie on, sunglasses, but like it was 100% him. Then I made Ryan like he was walking on one side. We were parallel walking. Like he was walking down one sidewalk. We were on the other side of the street, and we were going that way anyways for the West Side Highway. But like I was just taking eyes. I was like, that is 1,000% him. And then I was listening to some podcast. I don't remember who, and they were like, I saw Jeremy Allen White on Sunday. I think it was Chicks in the Office. And they were like, we saw him on Sunday in Tribeca. I was like, okay, so that was him.
Confirmed. He was out and about. Yes.
Yep. So
cool.
But yeah, beautiful day. Great weekend last weekend.
Yeah, you guys celebrated your anniversary, so 5 years. Did you do your rosebud? We were like at this dinner with Danielle and Ryan. I know you have the tradition of rosebud and thorn every year. So I was like, all right, let's do it.
No, I know. Brooke's like, so we're going to do it. We're like, we'll wait. And then we actually ended up doing it. Because after you guys left, then Ryan and I had our little dinner together and they like brought us shots. They were like, we did not ask. They brought us literally vodka shots. I was like, this is not, like I was not really drinking that day.
Oh yeah.
And I had like one drink, but it was really sweet of them. It was like the waiters that like heard. They thought it was one of our birthdays. And we were like, it's still anniversary. But the next day we did our rosebud and thorn. Basically something that's good about your relationship this past year, something you want to like grow on, and then like a thorn, like something bad. So yeah, it's good to do. It's a good check-in.
Do you keep will you like keep tabs like of the thorn?
Yeah, but they're always like, it's honestly hard to do sometimes because it's like, Rose, like it's been a great year. Like,
I know. That's why I feel like you have to end on the positive, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I start with the thorn and then you like go from there. And it was good. We like just sat out in the grass by the water, like doing it. It was nice. It was really good. He's been in his romantic era lately. It's been really sweet. Yeah.
Like planning and doing cute things.
I'm like, let's keep that going.
Yeah.
We love it.
He has a romantic.
Yeah.
I wonder where it's coming from.
I don't know.
He got inspired from something.
obsessed.
He's in a lovey-dovey mood.
Yeah, I'm like, keep it going. Let's go.
That's great.
Okay, yeah. So then last weekend, Monday.
And then you left to go to Canada.
Yeah, then I left to go to Canada. I went to Banff, Alberta with Skinfix, one of my favorite brands ever. And it was so fun. I was very enticed to go. It's called Skinfix Ski Club. And they were like, we will be skiing as a part of it, but don't worry, most of the people going do not know how to ski, so we're going to give you guys lessons, which is so sweet. I was like so stressed because I was like, I heard of other brand trips where they'll take them and it's kind of expected you already ski or whatever. And I was like, I got to be upfront. Like, I don't have anything. They literally gave us like full half days.
So
sets.
nice.
Like, they thought of everything. Like, it was so impressive in the room. Sometimes when you go on these brand trips, it's really so kind. I feel like they gift you lots of things, but sometimes it's like, oh, this is so unnecessary. But everything in there was like toe warmers, hand warmers.
Yes, the Bomba socks. I don't want to talk about.
Oh, I know.
That's
the Bomba
what
socks.
got me,
You're like, fuck. No, they were great. They were like the warm ski ones. You're like, yep, I know. Like the base layers, everything. It was just so well thought out. It was a great group of girls. I made a lot of friends. It was really nice. Just like, it was a lot of people that I haven't really met or whatever. But Keaton Milburn was on the trip. Our friend Isabel, Pretty Frowns, that's her Instagram. And
I feel like you have to say that's her Instagram because otherwise you're like,
yeah, like she pretty frowns. No, I just feel like I have to say because I don't know. Yes, that's her username, so that's how you might know her. But we love her. And yeah, so I learned how to ski. I was honestly nervous. I woke up that morning. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, we're doing it. It's coronation day. And it was so great. It's so much effort just to like ski.
Just putting the gear on is a workout in and of itself.
I was sweating. I was heavy breathing.
That's why when you see so many layers and you're like, oh my gosh, it's so cold. I have to put on so many layers. But almost not as many as you think because like you get overheated almost in the gear. Yeah.
So overheated. I was like, they were
Did you have to peel back layers at any point?
No. But because the only thing that was cold was my hands. But I was like, I guess I'll keep the shirt on because I had 2 long sleeves on. No, I didn't. But yeah.
I've done like 3 layers and then like I peel one off and then like Ben goes and like puts in the lodge and I'm like, keep going. No, it's a operation.
No, I couldn't. Like I knew, but I didn't really know. Like you get on the gondola and you have like 5 seconds to put the skis in the thing, get in, make sure the door's shut. Like. And then when it opens, you have to just hop out because it's just going to keep going. Like, and grab your skis so quick and the sticks because we use the stick.
I've actually never done a gondola. I've only done the lift.
Okay, well, the gondola is to like get to the top
higher.
of the mountain. And then that's where the lessons were. And then you could take the lift to like the blues and the greens or whatever that means. But
this is like a legit mountain though. Like I haven't done like.
True, I guess like if you're going like Pocono, stuff like that, is it like there's just one place you go? Maybe?
Yeah,
I wonder.
When I did it in like real upstate New York, like that one, it was it was definitely a bigger mountain. And we took like a lift to the halfway point. And, like we did like lunch at the Mid-Mountain Lodge.
Cute.
But then we had to ski down. There was no other way to get down besides skiing.
That is so scary.
It was the worst experience of my entire life. Like that is the trauma that I'm carrying with me from skiing. Like I'm scared to go back. Yeah. No, Mid-Mountain, and it was like high up, and I think it was only a blue down, and I'm just not at that level.
Is blue the first one? Is it blue, green?
Blue, and then I think up
black.
From there. All I know is that I'm barely at a green. Like I should not have been there, but everyone was getting lunch there. So what was I gonna do?
No, that's the thing, and that's why I'm so grateful for the situation I was in because there was like 4 girls that knew how to ski, so like they went to another area. It was so nice though. The lessons were so helpful.
That's great.
The guys were so nice. They were all from Australia, I guess, because it's the Commonwealth there, so a lot of people can get like work visas or something there for like a year. So like they were all these Australian guys. They were so fun.
Yeah.
And I learned so much. And I'm very thankful. It was so fun. And he was like, you're picking this up really well. I'm like, maybe you're telling everyone this, but like, thank you, sir. Like I felt good. Like my favorite part was going down. The worst part is like having like, did you ever go on something called the magic carpet?
Yeah.
In your lessons? Yeah. Getting on the magic carpet was hard for me at first. I was like, whoa, like how do I do this?
You won't have to do that like again.
No, I know. It's just the lifts. But
yes.
I really feel like I want to do it again, but I want to like do like the next round of lessons. I don't know if there's intermediate lessons or like
you could do an individual
or guided. Yeah, I would
because it was
individual.
a group lesson.
Yeah.
So now next maybe you'll do an individual with like an instructor and like they could tailor it to you, which is really helpful because then they give you more personalized advice instead of.
Yeah, like I really felt fine. I would just more so like if I went down like I'd be like, can you just like be here with? I don't even know because like I really felt comfortable, but it's just so much work. Like I'm very thankful. I called my mom. I was like, actually, thank you for not taking me on spring break trips skiing because I don't think it's for me in the long, like for like doing it all the time.
Yes.
But I'm glad I know how and I do want to try again.
That's kind of how I feel.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like we're
I
on the
will
same
do
boat.
it
Like,
again.
I'll do it.
But like Then again, I want like my future kids to like know how to ski though.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's the thing. Like, if we had learned when we were younger, we'd probably be like slaying the game, and then you love it so much. So maybe it's also just because we learned when we were older. But yeah, overall the trip was so great. We stayed at the Fairmont, Banff. It was literally a snow globe. It was so beautiful. We got to do like a really nice spa day. I'm trying to think of anything.
Was it actively snowing when you were there?
No. I think when we landed, it was like literally blizzard, like not blizzarding, but it was just so like just white everywhere.
White out. Was it a direct flight?
We flew to Calgary and then it was a 2-hour drive to Banff. Because I don't think there's an airport in Banff.
Direct from JFK to Calgary?
Yeah. So that was nice. But it was definitely like a long...
It's a journey to get there.
It was a journey, but everyone in Canada is so nice. Like, I mean, as you know.
Yeah.
But it was so lovely. And yeah, I'm very thankful I got to do that. And then I hit the ground running on Friday because I like landed at like 5, and that's literally when Brooke's SoulCycle class was happening. And I was so sad.
It's okay. You'll get the next one.
I know. I was so proud of you. Like I literally had the chills watching you on the podium.
God.
Like literally, I didn't even tell you. Like I've had so many friends I was with this weekend. Like Brooke on the podium literally crushed it. Like I'm sure you got all the comments too.
That's so nice.
But like Caitlin, Morgan, like all the people I was with, they were like, oh my. I'm like, I know.
Really?
Yes, you were like
I'm
literally
flattered.
parallel to Madison. Like you were like. Not like you obviously physically, but like you were literally looked the same. Like
wow,
you were just,
I'm
like,
honored. I feel like the
pressure's on
the
too.
adrenaline,
Yeah,
for sure. I mean,
it
I would
does.
imagine you experienced that as a spin instructor.
Yeah, it was the best.
Yeah, it's like a rush, and the lights. It's basically equivalent to like this amount of lighting. When the lights go up on you, like we're in the podcast studio right now with lights on us, it's like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, am I sweating so much because I'm nervous, the adrenaline, or because of these lights? Like I don't.
How did the makeup hold up? I saw you said the.
Oh, so well. I mean,
I'm so glad.
In the class, obviously. Then after I wiped and I kind of, you know. But even so, I got home and I was like, I'm impressed with how well this is on. That's my the House Labs foundation. I have the blush on today too.
Shout out House Labs. They heard us talking about the foundation on the podcast. I tried the foundation this week and it's amazing.
It's great.
I love the application. You really don't need that much. I applied way too much at first.
Yeah. And it's like thick, but it's not, it doesn't
like
feel
it though.
too, yes, like you're not like painting your face. I don't know how to describe it.
It's definitely thick, but it's that perfect glow. I wouldn't like wear it like to run errands. Like it's definitely.
Oh, it's a foundation. Yeah.
But it's so beautiful.
Yeah. But I still needed to use like a conconcealer to cover up my blemishes. Like I feel like it wasn't like giving like stage makeup.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's a great foundation. So yeah, I hosted a SoulCycle class. This is also like, I feel like I just have to reiterate it like a million times. Like I ask them to do this. Like they do not. I don't think SoulCycle like really cares for me that much. Like I don't know if they. I mean, I think they like
You've
me.
done twice now.
But like that.
What do you
it's
mean?
not like
People-
through corporate or anything. Like this is like literally just like
through the instructor because you know her
just me
and,
being like, hey, let's do a class. Like it's not like them being like, let's do a deal, like could you a deal or anything.
Yeah.
It's
What
like,
do people think you got like paid to do that?
No, I don't think so. I just want to reiterate. It's like literally just because I enjoy it, which is so
and you're like it's
nice.
a community thing.
And Madison is one of my favorite instructors. I think she's also just a great, like, when you think of SoulCycle, there's really extremes, right? Like, I've taken some classes that I'm like, if I were a beginner and I took this class, I would be so scared. And then I've taken some that I'm like, I don't know if this is an accurate, like, I feel like she's a really good middle ground, like, accurate representation of what SoulCycle is. We did a class before I rode in the front row. I was like, oh, fun, you know, like it's all followers. Like we get to do a meet and greet before and after. And then this time she was like, next time you do it, we have to ride on the podium. So we scheduled this time.
It was time.
And I was like, and she was like, you should ride on the podium. Like, and I've taken her classes. Like she knows what I can handle. She wasn't like pushing me beyond my capacity or anything.
Embarrass you like that.
No. Like she knows. She was like, you can do it. Like, let's do it. And so then I said I have to train. I have to start training. So I started going like really consistently. Then I got the stomach bug. So then I was down for a week.
Right. That week.
Yep.
Were you freaking out? I didn't even think about that.
I was like, how am I going to get back to this? And then I didn't want to push myself so hard, but I was like, I think I have to just keep going.
But you still have it in you though.
I
like
know. I've got that dog in me.
Yeah, you got that dog in you ready to go at all times.
Yes. I somehow whipped it out. Yeah, my first time. The hardest part is that it's on your opposite leg.
I know.
Yes. So when they say
left, you go right.
And I'm stronger on my right than my left, but I did my left more on the stage. I also didn't feel like I was that confident in the weights, but somehow I pulled it together. I think the adrenaline just of it.
Oh my God. When all those eyes are on you, when you're like, I got gal pals, I got Michio mobs.
I wrote some notes because I was like, of my feelings, but I feel like.
Yeah. Did you cry at all? I would have like cried. or maybe just feeling.
Honestly, looking at the videos afterwards, I was like, holy shit, I did that. Like, because in the moment,
so
you almost
electric.
black out. Like, you're like, I can't see beyond the lights. Almost like it felt like I was on stage, you know?
It's so fun that like people ran in and like that's who filmed? Someone that worked there?
Yeah, some people that I also knew what songs that they were coming in for. So I will say like that also motivated me to keep going because I was like, oh my gosh, that last song I was so tired. I mean, you could see the sweat was this is how much I sweat. Lucy knows
you did
this
look
too.
wet.
Going in, I go, I have to pee. Going out, I did not have to pee. I didn't have time.
You didn't have pee to pee?
I didn't have time to pee. I was like, oh shoot, I gotta go. I gotta clip in. I was like, no worries, whatever. I'll just forget about it. But on the way out, I didn't have to pee. Like, so that's how much water was excreted out of me. Yeah.
Oh my God. That happened to me at a concert one time. It's
Really?
so crazy. Yeah, when you're just like so sweaty. You have to get like a certain type of sweaty, but you literally sweat it out. Wow, the fact that you didn't pee.
I like did before, but I was hydrating all day. My mom got me so nervous. Then she's like, Brooke, you better be hydrating. I was
Good.
like,
No, it's important
with that.
to do that.
I did like I was
Element,
like triple fisting.
smart water.
Yes.
We got all the things going.
What did I write down? Oh, I said that I was honestly I haven't really experienced like that level of like true. I mean, I have over other things, but for something like this, I was like sitting on my couch just all day, like almost paralyzed to do anything because I was like anxious about it. Like I was just thinking about it. I was like, oh my God, what if I
because you were going to be on the podium?
What if yes, because I knew that. Not because of the hosting. Like
because you've done it before.
I don't care. I mean, I could talk to a room. I could do it. Like, you know how we are with that. It was just the fact that I'm just not a workout person, so that's why this is so like next level
like,
for me.
You keep saying you are like you literally are like when people I feel like every time I'm with you, people bring up SoulCycle to you like like you are a spin girl.
Now I think so, but
you've earned your wings.
Thanks.
You rode podium. Hopefully you feel better now. No, but I get that.
The room full of people, like I was so excited about it because it was all followers and stuff, which I was like, wow, that's so supportive. But at the same time, you're like, wow, these people know me, so like if I
it's definitely terrifying.
It hits different.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. That's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, I felt like you in your spin days. I know people were like, you and Danielle collab. Danielle teaches and you ride.
What I'll get. I need to like. I don't know why I haven't.
You go through phases with that.
I go through phases. I
go through phases too. Well, then everybody was like, well, instructor next. I was like, literally never in a million years. Like that's just not my journey.
Yeah. Well, and the SoulCycle is like that's a whole journey. Like I feel like
I honestly have like that doesn't interest me at all.
Yeah.
That's
You're here
where
to ride.
It loses me. Like I don't see fitness as I see fitness as like something that I'm doing to like stay in shape.
Yeah.
Not something that I want to like pursue.
No, I definitely get it. I also feel like, that's a whole other beast. And that's like so time consuming. Like I was so lucky at Georgia. Like they literally let me teach just a couple classes a week. Like it wasn't. Yeah,
I would imagine most of the students that they do that, right?
Yeah, it was also like student run and like. Exactly.
Yes,
that's why it was like a
everyone's
college
like a
town.
full-time student.
But
so
I feel like SoulCycle they teach like 5 a day. But that's also because at Pure Velo they basically require you to like always be on the bike. Whereas I feel like SoulCycle they're like, okay, we've taught 3. Like they are on the bike a lot, but they don't.
Oh yeah, Madison like clipped off and like was walking around like at points. Like she was like, everybody just watch Brooke. Like I was like,
wow.
Me?
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah,
I know. It's just. That's such an electric. And so did you talk to people, meet people like before and after?
Yeah, so sweet.
Adam
everybody,
went, I saw Katie went.
Adam went, Katie went.
That's so nice.
Yeah, it was a really great group and everybody was so sweet. I mean, so many people were like, I've come to the show. Like, it was a lot of gal pals who have like been around and been to stuff in the city before. And they were like, oh, I wish I knew. Oh, of course, everybody wishes you were there. They want to meet both of the gals in one swoop.
I know.
It's a really good like, I think we always talk about how we want to do events that are maybe even besides just like a show or something. I feel like this is like truly the perfect event. It gives you a purpose of something to do. You get something out of it because you have to pay, but like you get a workout out of it. Yeah. And we get to hang out in a way that's not super like, I don't know, it's just natural.
No, it would be so epic if you and I were on the podium together.
Like we're going to need a bigger room.
I know. Well, I know like a long time ago, Gretchen did that with someone. She was on the podium.
I think her and Maggie did it.
Yeah. Was the instructor up there too? Or maybe it was just the two of them and the instructor just talked.
Yeah, that's what
There's
they
a
do
world
sometimes.
where it could happen. That's a lofty goal for me, but
I've taken classes where it's 2 people on the podium, neither of which are the instructor.
Yeah, and then you just
the instructor is like
watch them.
Yes, sometimes I've been to class where the instructor is like injured and like just is fully like in a cast or something, but like still teaching.
No, that's epic. Yeah. Like that's so baller. Like, hey guys, go ahead.
Yeah, just follow this person or whatever.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Yeah. It's nice to have. It was really, really cool for me to like have a goal. I kind of got like emotional talking about it because I was like, wow, to have a goal that I not to be like, I never thought that I could do it, but I genuinely remember when Gretchen took me to my first class, like I was like, wow, that's what these people are doing is so amazing. Like I couldn't fathom ever being that fit in my entire life.
And
not fit physically, fit like endurance.
Yeah.
And the fact that I was able like to prove myself wrong, I'm like, it's electric. Like I feel unstoppable. I'm like, what else can I accomplish?
Yeah, Superwoman. Put the cape on.
You know?
No, I'm sorry.
To prove yourself. And I feel like they always say that cliche messaging of like, prove yourself, whatever. And once you connect with the message in a deeper way, you're like,
oh, I get it.
I get it. Yeah, so what should I do next? Let me know.
I know. What should Brooke's next activity be? Wait, also, I was reading the comments on our TikTok about hobbies, and people were saying like, oh, I know. The DJ.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, and then they were the elderly one. They were coming for me.
Oh, I missed that.
They were like, hobbies have been cool. Like,
oh yeah, I saw that. I'm like, but you guys get what we mean. Like, people always just like to take everything. Like, no, you know what we're talking about.
I know.
But they just like to, pick apart.
Yeah.
So
obviously,
silly.
hobbies have been cool.
Yeah, obviously, it's just more so like, whatever. We get it. Maybe it's just within our friend group. Maybe other people can't relate, but with
POV, you discover hobbies for the first time.
Did someone comment that?
No, I just made that.
Oh, that'd be a really funny comment. No, but then the search bar was like, outdoor activity. So people were going to look, I guess. I still don't understand how the search bar really works on TikTok, but
me neither. In the comments, like when it's like a search comment, I don't know. Is that like a typing thing?
I know. I'm like, did they do that? Like,
yeah.
I don't understand it at all.
Yeah, no.
I don't get to.
Well, you saw my video, then I saw you commented on it.
Yeah, I saw it today.
How did you get so in shape? I'm like,
did you not see my last video?
I literally just did a video like
how
of me.
I go to SoulCycle.
Yeah.
No, that was
funny.
But
I'm flattered.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Really pop.
Yeah, no, because people are like, oh, strong, but like you're not lifting weights or whatever. Like you can never do everything right is the thing.
No, it has to be, like you always say, like something you enjoy. Like it's just like
that's the only reason you'll go back.
Totally. It'll make you consistent.
Yeah. Okay. What else do we have to talk about with you?
I had the best weekend of my life.
Booked and busy. I feel like you were.
That wasn't ideal. Yeah. But it was the best weekend ever.
Okay. What made it the best weekend ever?
Well, you know how I feel like when like all my friends are in town, it's just so cool. Like, and especially like when my college friends or with my high school friends, it's just cool. And I really love that. So Friday I landed, got to my apartment at like 5:00. And then I got ready. I had dinner with Ryan Delaney, went to Dudley's, and my friend Alex, and we're meeting her new boyfriend. So that was so fun in its own. Loved him. It was so
he gets
great.
A stamp of approval.
He really does. And like I told her, I told my friend, like, I really like him. Like,
that's so great.
You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't just saying that to her. I was like, I really, really like him. They were just so cute. It's so happy to see your friends happy. You know what I mean? So that was fun. Then from there, we went to our friend Cade's birthday party at Kingston Hall. It was like a bar.
Fun.
From there, we went to our friend Jay's birthday party it was kind of like a club. It's called the Ivory Peacock. It's like a restaurant, but then under it's like a bar club. It didn't feel like super clubby, but there were like we did have a table with like
was this you and Ryan doing the bit of going everywhere?
So Ryan and I were hopping around. Yes. We didn't like bring anyone with us. We just like hopped around. Yeah. And it was fun because Kelly and Cassidy were there because their boyfriends are friends with Jay, and it was just great. It was a great night. Went home. Next morning, woke up. It was my best friend Caitlin's birthday. So, we got to do all the things, and I was like, I cannot be hungover. It's so crazy. I feel like when you tell your body, like, just let's be good, like, it just was. It was just, I did what I needed it to be.
Good.
But also, I didn't go hard on Friday night. I don't know why I'm saying that. Saturday, we went to the Dry Bar. We went a little shopping, just like making her birthday special. It was like really rainy on Saturday. But then Saturday night, we went to Common Ground. I've only been once. I know you've been a few times. So we went to dinner at Budokan. This was for Caitlin's birthday dinner. Like, we went to Budokan. It was so fun. It was like in meatpacking, good vibes. And then we went to Common Ground. So I had like drunkenly DM'd Common Ground like a week ago. I never do stuff like this. And I was like, hey, like, odds you could help me like do a table for my friend's birthday, whatever. And they basically came back and they were like, yeah, we'd love to help you out. So I really have to shout out Common Ground just because I honestly figured they were booked already. I thought, I don't really understand all this. So they gave us. I'm telling you,
just ask.
I know. Yo, you inspired me with this.
That's the lesson with everything. Just ask.
Just see what we can do. Yeah. And you know what? I am so grateful to them. And Caitlin was just, when I told her the news, she was literally like, oh my God, we have to go to the Dry Bar to get an outfit. Like, she was just so excited.
That's so sweet that you're able to do that for her.
I felt really, like, because I've known her forever, and I was just, and I just knew, like, she just needed a good night. She's just been so busy with work and down in the, like, not down the dumps, but like,
no, it's a tough winter.
It's tough.
And she just moved here also. Yeah. So she's been getting in the rhythm and stuff.
Exactly.
Like, a tough adjustment.
First birthday in the city. And she was just, and it's so hard with a big group, like, where are we going to go? Where are we going to be able to get in? So I was just really, really grateful that we were able to do this. We went to Common Ground. We had a table. It was so amazing. Like, she knew that we were, obviously you go to a club and like you have to get bottles for your table, but like we had them put on the sign, like, happy birthday, Kaylin. Yeah. It was from a movie, I swear, when they came out. Like, I've never really done that, I think. Like,
bottle service?
I've done the bottle service, but never with a sign.
Yeah, that's fun.
I've never done that. And when it pulled up Happy Birthday Caitlin, I'm like filming her. You see her face just light up. She's with all of her friends.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It was like literally all of our high school friends. Our friend Sophia flew in from Arizona. All of her college friends. It was just so special. Ryan came, our friend Luke. Like, it was just perfect. And then we were like, okay, we want one more bottle. So I had like this guy's number that worked there. And he was like, anything you need, text me. We had our own private bathroom. Just our table. I don't know if this is like okay to say, but like they would like take us because we were like really close to this like service bathroom. So I would text him when we wanted. We didn't have to wait in the line. Like I'm obsessed. So thank you, Common Ground. So I would text him and I said, hey, can we get one more bottle? And I knew they'd bring out a sign. I was like, instead of it saying Happy Birthday, Kaylin, I won't say what we said because it was like it's an inside thing. But we wrote it on there, and seeing her face when the sign came out, it was unbelievable. Like. It was just so epic, and we just felt like it was so obnoxious. Like, if you probably were at the club and you saw our table, we're literally like, like, but everyone was just on the same vibe. We weren't even really drinking that much. There's just so many of us, and we were just dancing.
That's so fun.
It was dancing.
It was the best group.
That's my favorite night.
It's like, I feel like it's also the energy of like when you're with a lot of people that are also on that energy. It's almost like it multiplies and it becomes more.
Everyone was like, tonight is gonna be the best night, you know?
That's great.
And sometimes when you do that, though, it like doesn't end up.
Yeah.
But it was good. And Delaney came too. It was just like so cool to see all my friends together. And Caitlin just had the best night. Like literally the next morning, she was like, I had the best night of my life.
So
and that's
great.
As her friends, that's like the only thing we could have ever wanted.
Yeah.
And then we all like, I literally stepped in. Well, also the time changed. So the spring
we
forward.
lost an hour. Yeah.
So we were at Common Ground at 1:30, and then I look later and it's like 3:30, and I'm like, I don't stay up this late. This isn't correct. But it's because at 1:59, I guess it switched to 3, whatever. I mean, so we're still there pretty late. But then literally everyone left except for me, Ryan, and my friend Sophia, Morgan, and Luke. And then they started playing country music.
I saw
we
that.
were just at the table. There's nothing at our table.
Were you requesting the country, or they just put it on?
I don't even. The DJ, I have to find out his name. He was amazing.
Really?
Like every single, you would have loved it. It was like a good perfect mix.
I saw that there was a variety of music played.
I haven't like had a good experience going out in New York in a while. I feel like I don't like love going out in New York all the time. Like I miss just like college bars, and it was just fun because I'm not dating, like, right? Like, I'm not trying to meet people. I don't really need to talk. I want to dance. And it's, like, the perfect place to dance.
That's amazing.
So, yeah, I just, like, had to share. And then, then the next morning, I slept until literally 11:30 or 11:30. And I have so many calls from friends, like, are you up? And I was like, I literally slept in. So then me and Ryan went over to our friend's house, and we, like, recapped. We all just, like, laid on the couch and, like, watched movies and recapped the night. It was so fun.
That's such a wholesome experience.
And then we went to Comedy Cellar last night.
Oh my God.
No, I know.
Why?
Because I was balancing two friends visiting, and they do know each other, but it was like,
I get it.
So like, but then they ended up both coming. So like my friend Alex made a reservation for Comedy Cellar, and Sophia was in town. I was like, oh, you should come.
Did you see anybody good?
They were all so good. No one, I didn't.
No names.
No names. We went to the McDougal Street one, which is honestly kind of more of a vibe these days instead of Village Underground because it's so like intimate. It's the same thing. Like all the comedians.
I don't even know if I've ever been to that one. I feel like I've only been to Village Underground.
You should check it out. It's all the same comedians. They all and the same hosts. Like they all
work in all.
If it's your first time, I would say go to Village Underground. There's like 3 different theaters under Comedy Cellar, but we did that one. It was so fun. It was like the best laughs. I was
incredible.
Definitely tired though. I was like, okay.
I know. Yeah, that's a lot of social in one weekend. Wow.
So, but like I knew. I charged up.
I saw your thing that you were like charging up for a big
didn't
weekend.
talk to anyone at the airport. I was like, we're
zoned
going.
in.
So
yeah.
But yeah. And now we're here. So
that's amazing.
Thanks for listening. I just
very
grateful for a fun weekend.
That was also good recommendations. Wait, so what did Common Ground end up doing for you? Did they give you a little discount? Or was it for free?
We literally got free bottles.
Oh my God.
Then we paid for like the second round.
And
the tip. Oh, we took care of the staff, of course. Of course. But
wow, that is like amazing. I thought you were gonna say like we've been places where they're like, sure, we'll give you one bottle and it's like the size of this kombucha. And you're like,
I'll never forget. Yeah.
There was one place they were like, oh, I guess we can give you one bottle.
Yeah.
We had literally 30 people with us. We all got like a splash. Like,
yeah.
okay.
No, we were like, this is actually insane. No, this was like true. They really hosted us. And if it had been like, this was more so like, and I asked because like, it just wasn't in the budget for the group. But
Yeah.
I was like, let's just give it a go and see. And they were down. So again, thank you, Common Ground.
That is so nice.
I now I'm like, I want to go all the time. I don't even need a table. I know some people, like, whatever, like, we're like, oh, I went to Common Ground when I first moved to New York. Now I don't. But you know what? I never went. So now I want to go.
I feel like you also like, I mean, not that you just moved here. Like, you've been here for a few years, but like, I don't think that it's
a couple years in.
like
everyone was our age. Like, it wasn't younger. I don't know. We also just had an amazing experience. Like, we had it was like a whole thing. But
yes.
And I just like don't club. So, but that's not. It's not like it is a club, but it's you've been. It's like a bar with tables.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. It's more like it's not like nightclub where it's like a huge like with the smoke machines and everything. Do they have smoke?
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's not. It's more.
And there's a bar area. Like most people are just standing by. But they do have the bottles of the fireworks. Like they do that. But it's not. It's not. You don't feel like you have to.
I feel like that's maybe this is the distinction. That's more of a nightclub versus like a dance club.
You think Common Ground's a nightclub?
I think it's a nightclub
know.
because like there's not really a huge dance floor.
Oh, okay. And then a dance club is like, like proper DJ.
I could be mixing up the words here, but like I'm thinking of clubs where it's like truly like there's a big like square on the ground where it's meant for like the bodies to stand and like a stage that you look at.
And it's almost more like techno looking, whereas it's not like a bar. This was like wooden
with like chairs
booths.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm mixing that
They'll
up.
let us know.
Yeah. This weekend, at the end of the weekend,
You did something yesterday.
Yes, I did something yesterday. My big weekend plans, because I was like texting my friends. We're trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah.
We're also like we're like brunch, dinner. Like we're like, okay,
I know.
what could we do?
Always dinner.
Dinner
It's
or
always
whatever.
brunch.
I was like, do you guys want? And didn't want to spend too much money. I was like, what can we do? I was like, do you guys want to go to the outlets? Want to go to the
think that's a
Woodbury
great idea.
Great way to spend the day. Yeah. And I was really excited because it was like 50 degrees. But my friend Jessie texted like as we were going to meet up at my car too, which it's nice because I have the car, so like we can drive up or whatever.
Yeah.
And Jessie was like, it's randomly like raining right now, and I was like, oh, whatever, must be just a passing rainstorm. We get in the car, driving up the entire way, just raining, and I was like, it wasn't supposed to rain today. We get up there, we literally park at the outlets, snowing. And then it was just snowing the entire time.
Like, was it sticking or it was just like coming down?
No, it wasn't sticking, but it was like
wet.
Snow and like a lot of it coming down.
Oh my gosh, it did not snow. At least where I was yesterday.
No, I agree, and
when it's outdoors, I
my
guess.
one friend Bailey was like, when we were driving, she's like, it's probably covered though, right? And I've been before. I was like, yeah, it's covered. Like, it's not covered.
Oh, it's not? Why did I think like at least like right in front
Maybe
of the stores?
parts of the store, like right in front of the stores is, but like when it's.
But like walking
There's
from.
like 300 stores, though. It's a huge thing.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
I know. So, and I didn't really, you have to be in a mood when you're going there. They have the best deals, but you have to like look through the racks and be like, I'm looking today.
What were some cool like outlet stores? Was there an Aritzia? Where you?
Yeah, they have an Aritzia outlet. They have an Acne Studios outlet. They have every designer. They have Gucci, Dior, like, yeah.
Whoa.
That's why it's really like known because it's like designer outlets.
Acne has one? That's so cool.
And they don't have like always the same stuff they have in the store. It's always like the same thing, but like a little off.
Yeah, it's like it almost is like this is the outlet store version.
Yeah.
Which I never, like J. Crew Factory, is it like that?
They had that. They had, my friends got and it was really well organized, good stuff at Banana Republic outlet actually for work and stuff.
So smart.
Yeah. I want to go back and do a proper, I'm not really in the
You mean
market
Katie
for
should go and
design
vlog it.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah,
if you're like looking for like a wallet or
you
gifts,
be looking for something.
Yes,
gifts.
I got my brother like a few Christmases ago a Gucci tie, the Gucci outlet.
Oh, that's really thoughtful and like unique.
I didn't think honestly like it was just there. Like it presented
showed
itself to me.
What are the offerings?
Yeah.
Meant to say, speaking of Brookisms.
Oh, I know we have to do Dannyisms. I have to put together my list.
Oh, love that.
Is that what you were going to say?
No. I was at the airport lounge and it literally says today's offerings. Like,
no, stop!
I meant to send you a photo.
Oh
It
my
literally
God.
said today's offerings, like chicken noodle soup. I was like,
Wait, at the Delta Lounge?
no, it was United.
Oh.
But isn't that crazy? Well, because we had
United.
first class tickets.
Oh,
So I got to go to the lounge just for that one time. But isn't that crazy?
Special access.
Yeah, special
wow.
access. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Oh, so I didn't
it's a thing.
Yeah.
You've probably subconsciously seen it
and
somewhere.
like picked it up from that.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Okay. And yeah, I'm going to put together my list of Danny-isms.
Someone commented.
Yeah, I'm going to do some, I have to do.
Mine are like different than yours because like I don't know. Maybe I do have things I say. I don't know. I just noticed yours more than mine. Well,
You have things you say, but I feel like it's more phrases, less words.
people are so upset with the raw dogging. I get so many. I got more comments again. Like, please stop saying raw dogging. I'm like, I want to keep saying it.
I think it's because you brought attention. Like we brought attention.
Yeah.
So now we're like, aha, like I said.
It's funny. Like, it's funny. Like, you just take it away from what it actually is, okay? Like, oh, people also were so upset with my pants this weekend. My pants.
I had one friend that was like, Danielle's pants, not in a good or bad way, just in
She's
a
like, pants.
neutral way. Like, wow, Danielle's pants.
And I loved that. I loved it. My Delaney was like, "Are you okay?" Well, not okay. I was
Are
just,
you okay?
Well, no, she didn't see the. I was just like, "Wow, people really hate my pants." She's like, "Oh, damn." I was like, honestly, I feel like that's when I know I made it. You know what? I'm in fashion, and you're not gonna like I'm not in fashion, but you know what I mean. Like,
yes, you're taking risks.
I don't care. I felt so good. I got so many compliments in person. It could have been more like, "I love your pants." Like, I don't actually love your pants, but I loved my pants.
I feel like it's gonna be the type of thing that style is like everywhere in a few months, and you're gonna be like, I told you
I
about
was like,
these
you guys
pants.
are really caught up on the pants, and I kind of loved it. So thank you guys.
What was the problem with the pants? Like,
They just literally was just like, "Oh my god, pants!" Like, I was like, "What?" Like they would be like, they were expensive pants, obviously. So maybe they were shocked I'd spend so much money on those pants.
gotcha. I thought they fit you really well though.
I literally, my butt looked amazing. I was like, you would too. Like, you put these on too. Some people are like, that's a denim thong. You know, just like all the things.
Oh, so they were just reaching.
No, like I know a lot of people wouldn't pull for those pants, but like.
But that's also style, and that's what makes it an
I enjoy
individual
it.
thing.
Individuality. Like, I
Yeah.
don't want to wear everything that my friends wear. Like, it's just what it is.
Yeah.
So
I have that thought sometimes when I put on something that's a little risky, and I'm like, in 2 years, I'm going to look back at a photo and hate myself. But right now, I like it.
right now, it makes me happy.
That's how
I mean,
I
that's
think.
literally the story of our lives.
Yeah.
Like,
When I wore I wore like a big pink jacket for that meetup. I already know I'm going to hate those photos.
Really?
I know for sure.
I loved it that day.
Me too. I felt like glamorous. Like we did our show. Like I wore my little pink dress, and then I put on like this.
It was so
fur
awesome.
coat.
You're like after party outfit.
I was cold, and I just felt. I was like, I know in 2 years I'm gonna be like, what the?
Yeah.
But right now I like it. Like,
No, I
really.
know. I just like
It was a choice. It's anything that's more bold.
it was a choice, and I made that choice.
and but you're owning that choice, which is
No, that's the thing. Like, I could have been like, oh no, I should take it down. Like, oh my God. But I was like, I just love these pants. And you know what? The right people, I'm sorry, not the right people, but like people in the fashion industry or people that I love their style were commenting, DMing me, Katie Fawn, text me, I'm buying these pants right now.
And she's great. Yeah.
Love her style. So I was like, okay, like that's all I need
If
to
you
do.
get it, you get it.
If you get it,
basically.
you get it. And there's no right or wrong in fashion, but I just like, I know you guys don't like my pants. I like my pants. I'm gonna wear them again. Well, and it was because I wore them with tall boots and because I haven't gotten them hemmed and it just looked better that way. And the people are like, oh my God, the boots, that was a choice. I'm like, you know what? But I felt like they're skinny jeans. If I wore them with heels, I don't know.
You're not prepared for skinny jeans with heels yet.
I'm not prepared.
That's very college.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
they're like
with my little
I don't know.
booties and my tight. I was talking about how tight our pants used to be in college with my friends.
so tight.
So my friends were trying on the widest pants too. Like,
oh yeah,
you
it's
know,
like the
just-
wider the better.
Literally,
Like,
I'm
don't
like,
touch
we
my
have come
legs.
so far.
You're so
I used to
right.
wear jeggings.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted them to be so tight.
know.
Like you saw everything.
And now we're like, literally, there has to be room for mystery. Like, that's really funny. Anything else before we wrap up?
Next week we'll be in LA, so I guess that next episode will be live from LA.
Live from LA. It's
Yeah.
Gals in the Go.
I know we've been pushing off this trip, so
I know. Hopefully, we'll have some fun adventures. Brooke and Danielle in a hotel for a week, and then we literally are going somewhere else from there.
yeah. Lots of fun to come.
Yeah.
But thank you guys. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and we'll see you next week.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.